Hi there, my name is Mark Shaw, and I am the CEO at Accent Gold Solutions and one of the owners. And today I'm going to be discussing Dynamic DSM, how we go about implementing it, and implementing maybe dozens or a large number of programs for a utility when we implement our software solution. What is our strategy? How do we approach it? That's what I want to get into today. So our strategic approach. Well, we have four main phases. Our first phase is what we call the initiation phase, followed by the core system phase, then the release or the cycle cadence component, and then our continued cycles and our continued releases. So we begin with project management and our entire approach there. And we then follow that up with working on our Rosetta Stone. So the Rosetta Stone is simply our data alignment concept. So the Rosetta Stone, if you see here the actual picture of the real Rosetta Stone, you see the same writing, but you see three different languages that the Rosetta Stone was written in. And the important thing is, how can we get ourselves aligned? And what we find is that oftentimes with our customers, they end up not even being aligned amongst their program managers. Some will call it KWH savings, some will call it electric savings, some will differentiate between KWH net savings, some KWH gross, et cetera, et cetera. The key is to get ourselves completely aligned among all the utilities involved and among all the programs that are involved, and then make sure that our nomenclature in the system is aligned. Our system is capable of handling all of those various components, and I would want to make sure that when we get started, we have the right foundation. From there, we go into pre-training, which is we show you exactly how our software works and what you can expect. That's important because when we go into discovery, it's important that you understand what's coming and are no longer referring to things in terms of your legacy system, but you're looking forward to the options in the new system. We typically implement 3 to 5 environments. If it's 5 environments, then we typically have a dev environment, a development, a test environment, a sit environment, systems integration testing. We also have a staging and a production environment. Not all implementations need all 5, but that would be for a larger implementation. We then go into discovery and configuration of our core functions, such as how do the screens look, how do the notifications function, how do our workflows work, etc. We get all that going, make sure we're aligned there, and then we start implementing the programs and the integrations in parallel, and even the migrations. So instead of doing them one after the other sequentially, we do them in parallel. We then begin having our blueprinting and our delivery take place in an overlapping manner. That means, let's say in release number 3, we're delivering programs 1 through 4, but at the same time, we are doing blueprinting and discovery for programs 5 through 8. And then in release number 4, we deliver those programs, and we're now blueprinting 9 through 12. That makes sure everyone is involved and everyone is optimizing their speed. Typically, the method that we use is we clone and then we deliver, we test, and we perform the testing of the users. So cloning means we find correct or matching programs, we clone them and we adjust them, and then that turns into the delivery. We then discuss the lessons that are learned, and finally, we get into the number 4, continued cycles, which means we strive to get early go live, which means we want to go live with programs 1 or 1 through 4 quickly so that we can get feedback. That's really, really relevant. From there, we go into our final trainings. Although we are training all along the way, we get eventually to our final go live, and that begins our support and maintenance process, which includes further training, further adjustments, and from then on, we can work on future programs or deliveries from there as needed. Thanks so much for paying attention to this video.